Guys, how's it going everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gents, welcome on back to a brand new video for LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Are you crazy, taxi driver? Holy moly, dude. That guy's gotta relax. No wonder Uber's taking over. But either way, ladies and gents, of course, welcome on back to a brand new LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 video. And today we're gonna go on ahead and do a showcase for I Am Groot, aka Groot, inside the LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 video game. Now, what I want to hear from you guys is, let me know down in the comment section below, which is your favorite version of Groot that appears in the game. I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys are going to select, and I'm not going to lie, going into this, I'm kind of, honestly, surprised by how many versions of Groot there are in the game, because I think there are more variations of Groot than there are of Rocket, or Star-Lord, or Gamora, or Drax, or Yondu. So yeah, essentially every member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, it seems that Groot has gotten the most amount of attention in the game. So nevertheless, of course, you might be wondering, like, well, where is Groot? Well, you've been kind of looking at him. This is baby Groot, of course, appearing quite fantastically in the game. So you have the regular kind of baby Groot version, which is, I guess, the variation of him that we see early on in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So this is kind of the variation of the character that we see appear in the film itself. But then afterwards, he, of course, appears like this in the film, where he puts on the Ravager costume. So he's got the red Ravager costume that is quite common on a couple of other characters before we transform to larger Groot. I guess let me select some character that would have the Ravager costume, like, for example, right here, Tulk. So this is the Ravager costume that is so infamously known in the MCU, aka the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it's pretty much kind of a red leather type outfit, and usually they have that like little extra patch, which I don't even know if this suit has. I guess he does. Yeah, the little badge on the left-hand side there, on, I guess, where the heart is. So you can see the kind of insignia, let's put it that way, that is, indicates that that's a Ravager costume. Well, nevertheless, of course, outside of that version and the Ravager Groot, of course, as you might have seen, you can go on ahead and hold down the triangle button and then transform Groot into the variation that we see appear in the first Guardians of the Galaxy film, and that is the big giant version of Groot. Now, of course, at some point we will see, hopefully, this variation of Groot again in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because obviously Groot has been slowly but surely growing between the events of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 all the way up to the events of Infinity War, where we see Groot is at a bit of a odd age, a very complicated age, known as the teenage years. So we had teenage Groot. And if you're wondering, like, well, where is that missing link in the game? Well, they do have that character available for us as well. However, the interesting thing about that character is that that variation of Groot is actually a DLC character. So if you want to earn or unlock that character, you're going to need to buy either the entire season pass of DLC for LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2, or you need to go on ahead and buy the Infinity War DLC pack. And once you've done that, of course, you'll get a bunch of other cool characters like Cull Obsidian and Thanos and so on and so forth. But one of those characters is Groot from Avengers Infinity War, where he is pretty much a minifigure-sized character, which I think is a pretty good balance. Maybe they could have gone ahead and given him the shorter legs to make him a bit more accurate, because he honestly should not be at the height of like a Thor or something like that, so he shouldn't quite reach that height yet. So I think it would have been kind of cool if they used the shorter legs for him, just to kind of make the character look a little bit smaller. But it's perfectly fine. I think it's a pretty good take on the character. I think they did a great job of maintaining a certain look throughout, whether it be from baby Groot all the way up to the big, giant, massive tree Groot, which is, of course, a big, ginormous brick-built character. I do wish maybe we would have gotten a big fig version of Groot, which is something that we did get in LEGO Marvel Superheroes 1, right? So in that game, he was actually a big fig. Now, to be fair, that big fig was pretty bad looking because he just looked like a giant pile of chocolate or poop because he was just pretty much brown, no details, no like little tree branches or anything like that, which is something they did do in this variation, like with stickers and such on the shoulders. You can see some tree branches. So good attention to detail. But unfortunately, I think it would have been cooler if he was still a big fig instead of a brick-built fig, just because personally for me, I'm not a very big fan of brick-built figurines because they just kind of no longer look like figs. They look more like a brick-built component, which I guess is not the worst thing by any means, but for me personally, I'd rather if it was an actual big fig design. So with all that in mind, ladies and gents, I would love to hear from you guys as to which variation of the character is your personal favorite. Of course, you have two variations of Baby Groot. You have the big giant Groot to select from, or maybe it's Teenage Groot that is your personal favorite. And while you're answering that question, also down in the comment section below, please let me know which is your favorite appearance of Groot from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So you, of course, have 3 films to select from: Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, or Volume 1, Volume 2, and then Infinity War. Thank you guys so very much for watching today's video. I'll hopefully catch you guys here on the next one. Peace out. See you laters, alligators.